All right, it's 3:27. If you look at my face, I'm sleepy. Okay. I was about to sleep just now when all of a sudden, I always like to check the headlines and things that I missed out, just close of the day. And lo and behold, I saw the official news. Jake Paul is going to fight Mike Tyson. Okay. Now, you must be wondering why on this channel, where I speak of personal branding, where I speak of UAE, where I speak of, all these other things. Why am I actually speaking about this? One is because it is related to personal branding. Jake Paul is a brand. Mike Tyson is a brand. Second one is I'm a big, big, big fan of Mike Tyson. If you grew up like me in late 70s and you're someone of the 80s, you would know who's Mike Tyson. Even today, people know who's Mike Tyson. And those who have followed his career, who have read about him, who know something about him, respect that man deeply. He's more like today a very lovable grandfather. We have seen him through being the most ferocious, dangerous, the baddest man in the world. That was his title. Then obviously he got into drugs. He blew off 300 million. He got into women. He, famously had tigers and all sorts of exotic pets, white tigers and all that. And then the rape charges, then the conversion to Islam. And then after bankruptcy, he made a comeback. And some of his interviews, you can even search, it's available online, where when he was making a comeback and promoting his book, one, I think, Canadian show host said, Mike Tyson, after your rape and you were released and all that. And he got so offended on live television. He said, fuck you, man, fuck you. And he kept repeating, fuck you, you're a fucking ass. And oh, and obviously nobody has the guts, the balls, or even if he's 50, even right now, he's going to be 60. He's 57, going to be 60. If you see his boxing videos, the way he moves, that muscle memory that there is, I mean, it's so fast. It's unbelievable. Forget amateur, forget a person like me who has never thrown a punch in his life. I don't know how to punch. I really don't know how to punch. If you ask me to punch, I'll just do something very pansy. Even seasoned professionals who are fighters, they are afraid of this guy. Okay. I think he's the most dangerous person at the age of 60. If he punches you, your lights are knocked the fuck out. I mean, he's that powerful and strong even today. But he doesn't need a box. He is a retired fighter. Today, he is very rich. He has a weed business where he sells weed. He gets lots of money to make appearances. Now he's going to Saudi for all these appearances where, just his face, just his presence, just his image, that itself gives credibility to an event, to a program, to, like, if he's a VIP guest, it's a very big thing because, man, he's a legend. He demands and commands that kind of respect. So people love the guy. People love the guy. People who have known him, people who have seen him. It's like we have grown old with him. Okay. So now Mike Tyson doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the fame. He is a brand by itself. But we all as human beings, we don't mind little extra money. We as human beings don't mind little bit of extra fame. We don't mind getting the thrill, the adrenaline, the rush of competing once again. Because see, I've been on stage, not like stadium full, but 2,000 people where I had DJ'd before, amateur DJ, not that professional mixing one. I've done those days. I did being an announcer. I've done training. So I know how it feels to be in front of 2,000 people where you're speaking and people are listening to you. There's that rush, there's that adrenaline, you can't explain it. It's like a thrill. You want to live that one last time. So that is why a lot of retired boxers, retired fighters, they come back. They make one comeback. Okay. But however, the problem with this coming out of retirement sometimes has very bad consequences. You can Google search if in case you don't know what I'm saying. This guy, his name is Vitor Belfort. He is a retired MMA fighter, but he's in his 50s. But he takes heavy dosage of TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Same thing what Joe Rogan promotes. But he takes extra to the point where his body is like Thor. Okay, you can Google search uh, Vitor Vitor Belfort. Just say TRT. You'll see his body like chiseled. He's a fighter, professional fighter, MMA. He knows how to kick, punch, box, jiu-jitsu, whatever. He decided to have a boxing exhibition bout against, I think it was Evander Holyfield or wait, I'll tell you the exact name. Vitor Belfort versus Evander Holyfield. Now, Vitor Belfort, when he was, I think, in his 50s, he decided to fight with a professional but retired boxer, Evander Holyfield, who was in his 60s, 62 or something. Now, here's the thing. Here's a sad thing. There are videos of this which you can see online. What was supposed to be a exhibition bout, just a friendly exhibition match. This guy, Vitor Belfort, just stormed out of his corner when the bell came, and he started throwing punches as if this guy killed someone in his family. And he knocked this guy out. He knocked a 62-year-old Evander Holyfield, who's retired. Just imagine, he's a grandfather. He's no longer a professional fighter. He didn't have to do that. You could have just had an exhibition match, made him look good, you look good. Don't need to knock him out. But he knocked him the fuck out. And I'll tell you, for people who have seen these fighters whom we have grown old, when I was in my 20s, I was looking at these guys and you don't feel happy. You feel sad. Just imagine a hero of yours. Think of any hero of yours who you have grown old, who you have grown up watching, and now that hero is old. Would you get any sense of joy looking at them fight and then getting hurt? You'll feel as if it's your family member or someone you love and care. Like even the strongman competition, the world's strongest man, these guys are big. These are like 6 feet, 7 feet, 150 kilos. Some of them are like 180 kilos of fat and muscle, big guys. When these retired guys come back just to show their strength and they try to pull and they get injured and they're going like this, you feel, oh man, you didn't have to come back here. I know you were the world's strongest man 20, 30 years ago. Today, yes, you're still bigger than most of us, but we don't want to see you get hurt. Now, with this guy, Jake Paul, see, Jake Paul is a very, extremely smart guy. Very smart, very, very enterprising. He might look like an idiot. He might put out cringe videos. He might irritate you to the core. He'll talk crap. He and his brother, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, very smart, very exceptional, rare individuals who know how to make money online. Whether they're selling their sugary prime drink and saying it's sugar free or it's energy high. And, Logan Paul is in WWE, one of the most physically demanding sport, and he is becoming like a very well known entertainer there. To them selling all these cryptocurrencies which are illegal and buy this egg which is a crypto egg, and he's involved in a lot of for lack of a better word, illegal Ponzi schemes where the funny thing, they are multi-millionaires, still they have taken millions from others to become even more rich. Now they have a podcast, they have a YouTube channel, they are signed up with multiple brands. So these guys are very smart, very intelligent. They know how to make money. They know how to get the internet world, the social media world to talk about them. Now, Jake Paul was, involved in all these boxing matches where he took on retired fighters. Ben Askren, you can Google search this. The vicious knockout of Tyron Woodley, who is another retired MMA fighter. He knocked him the fuck out, and he got the ESPN award for Knockout of the Year. But then the last two fights he fought against guys who are professional fighters, retired 10 or 20 or 30 years ago. were Uber drivers, and he knocked them out. And then he was saying he wants to fight the greatest fighter in this world. He wants to be the baddest man. And, he's saying one thing, that he wants to fight the greatest and he wants to be the greatest, but he's only choosing retired people. So it's irritating people. It's like, who you're trying to fool, man. And just when you thought that nobody was interested in him anymore, he drops a bombshell by showing one of these ads. You can see it on Jake Paul's Twitter, where he gets off a helicopter and there's one guy standing. And when he turns, it's Mike Tyson. And then he's facing him for, a face off. Now, I'll tell you, Jake Paul will be a winner in this. Why? Because he'll make money, he'll get notoriety, he'll get fame, he'll get publicity. I mean, it's working. I'm making a video about this guy. I was not bothered to see him in his fights, but now I'm making a video about this, so it's working. Mike Tyson will be a winner because, little extra money never hurts. Plus, he's already famous. He'll just be a little bit more famous or trending. Plus, he'll get a lot of sponsorship deals. Promoters will make money. Netflix is airing this for free. They will make money. The stadium, it seems they're going to be in AT&T Stadium, AT&T, 80,000 capacity. I don't think he'll sell out 80,000, but there will be people to watch. And there'll be many who will tune in just to see the spectacle. However, deep down, I'm pretty sure there's a non-knockout clause. Because if Jake Paul, let's say in a hypothetical world, I'm giving the possibilities. If Jake Paul knocks out Mike Tyson, it's going to hurt and pain many of us. Because Mike Tyson is 60 years old. But personally speaking, I don't think Jake Paul can knock out Mike Tyson. But if he does knock him out, it'll be terrible. It'll be terrible to watch. Okay, you'll feel as if a part of you, someone you love, got hurt. Okay. If Mike Tyson knocks out Jake Paul, which most probably will happen if there's no knockout clause, because he's still, you should see his training videos, the way he moves and the way, forget the good old days. Even now at like 2-3 years ago when he was preparing for Roy Jones Jr., the way he was moving was unbelievable, man. So if he knocks Jake Paul out, it'll affect Jake Paul's career. All the people will be very happy that Mike Tyson is knocking out a cringe artist. If it's an exhibition match, it's a waste of time. Floyd Mayweather is doing that. Just simply killing time. It's becoming a bore. But if it's a real match and, then are you going to hurt each other? Overall, if I were to summarize this whole thing is, I guess we are living in a day and age where you need to do anything and everything just to be relevant and just to get some eyeballs and just to get people to react and talk about you. And if you can manage to do that, you are the man. I think that just sums up what is going on in today's world. That you just want engagement, you want noise, you want controversy. But sometimes, there are some things you should not do. Like Logan Paul, when he went to the Japanese forest and he took a video of a man who was hanging himself just to be, famous. And they are all putting on an act. They're putting on a facade of what they are not. But now this one, as a fight fan, I'm telling you, as a fight fan, I'm a fan of fighting. I don't want to see this. I'm just being honest with you. I don't want to see this. It's like seeing a grandfather who you love so much, and he's a legend. Mike Tyson is a legend. He doesn't have anything to prove to anybody. Jake Paul, on the other hand, is irritating. He's putting on the facade of being irritating. Although I admire him as a personal branding, as a scientist or as an expert in personal branding, I admire him for what he's doing. He's very effective. Oh, electricity went off. Great. Okay. So anyway, I'll just conclude by telling you guys that I think he'll come back on. Yeah. See, came back on. Yeah. Hey, hello. Okay, light. Yeah. So, well, what was I saying? Jake Paul is he's effective at what he does, and I guess end of the day he's just looking to make his money. But if I were to just sum it up in one sentence, I guess everyone is going to do what they have to do. And if you want to watch it, you want to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, you're not going to watch it. I don't know, man. I'm not happy about this whole thing, but I was rather shocked that it happened. So you let me know your thoughts. You let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Are you going to watch this fight? Not watch this fight? And yeah, that's about it, man. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly, and this light going out. That was a surprise. All right, chal. You take care. This is me signing off.